So when I first saw the movie, I quickly realized I wanted to make a Rocky. My first thought was like a fancy, full size, distortion style Rocky. I still think it's a cool idea. But with thought, I realized I really wanted to design something that I could share, that other people could reproduce easily, and that would flow. So then I set out on the journey. Now, my first one, straight up, my first thought looked like a crab. It looked like crabs I'd made before. So I needed to give it a different feel than that. Now, early practicing, I was getting rid of junk balloons I needed to get rid of. So I was working with reds and yellows. But I started producing, and as I produced, I started coming up with several versions of my design along the journey. Now, some of these versions I was kind of happy with, some less so. One of the first things I did, I started doing this shell wrap. Couldn't quite get the legs in place. I was trying to do tulip twists. It just wasn't working for me. So we're going to throw that to the side. Over time, I abandoned that and I started trying to work with more of this rounded shape. I was getting very proud of the flow. Like, this was 5 balloons, but I liked the flow. I liked some of the techniques I used. Obviously, this is an old one, but this one, I didn't have anything on the head. Didn't like that. Some things weren't lining up quite yet. But as I practiced, I got closer and closer. The face wasn't quite right, and honestly, a little too pumpkinish. But kept experimenting with this one. I got my little thumbs down. I was getting pretty proud of it. This flowed really well. I was loving this design, but it's a little bit pumpkinish. I slept on it. It wasn't quite right. But then I finally started getting, with some sleep, with some fresh ideas toward what I wanted. One, I had been avoiding pinch twists, and I realized his name is literally Rocky. Pinch twists are okay because they look rocky. So I started getting to my final design here. So these are some that I've made today. I made that one I just showed you. I think he was the right-handed one. Yeah, there's my left-handed Rocky. So I got my feet here ready to go. I've got my dashes of green. So took a while to get to the flow that I finally settled on. But this one, 3 balloons plus 1 for the color if you want it. Feel like that is a very useful design to only use 3 balloons to end up with 5 legs and then the bonus balloon if you want. So that's a bit of the journey of how I got to Rocky, but of course I had to make the ball too. So I played around with some things. The early ball design was inspired by another creator who makes a little ball and hand-sized ball. I wish I knew who that creator was so I could give them credit. But this was not exactly the same because that is a little 1 balloon design. This is a 2 balloon design that flows a little differently. But this is quick and functional. But I also wanted a better version of the ball. Sorry, these are old because these are my prototypes that have been sitting around. Over time, this one came out a little bit flat, but I liked the gist of it. And with this one, I was getting toward what I actually wanted with a ball type shape. Some sections are deflating, so it's getting a little deformed. But a ball type shape for Rocky, plus a little bit of randomness in the balloons with those extra parts. So that is the journey I went on to get to the Rocky design and to get Rocky in the ball. So go out, create things on your own, come up with great ideas yourself. Thanks for joining me for the journey.